Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I would like to introduce the author of this research and do the presentation about our research. It is legal policy for the protection of the super priority tourist destination Borobudur Temple by using traditional tools with appropriate and environmentally friendly technology. The author of this research is Dili Trisna Noviasari, and then Fadil Muhammad, and then Habib Muhsin Syafini, and Dakum. So I would like to do an introduction about Borobudur. Borobudur is a World Cultural Heritage site that has high historical, architectural, and spiritual value. It is hoped that Borobudur Temple as a World Cultural Heritage can be enjoyed in the future by future generations. Apart from that, the development of Borobudur Temple tourism also has the potential to increase the local income, create jobs, and improve the welfare of the surrounding community. However, as a historical site that is vulnerable to environmental damage and degradation, the protection and preservation of Borobudur is important. So, based on the introduction, we do have purpose on this research. It's two purposes. The first one is explore information about the condition of Borobudur Temple in daily visits by tourists, the impact and conservation efforts formulated in government policy. And the second, analyze whether government policies are appropriate for efforts to preserve Borobudur Temple as a World Heritage Site. The method in this research is to is doing a research with the empirical juridical research, or what it is called field research, namely examining applicable legal provisions and what happens in reality in society. So empirical juridical research is a legal research regarding the application or implementation of normative legal provisions in action at its specific legal event that occurs in society. The third, this research was conducted using qualitative research methods with a descriptive approach as the primary method and quantitative as a supporting method. The implication of this research is the usefulness of this research can be as a reference regarding government efforts in making policies to preserve Borobudur Temple and as a reference for ongoing research on topics surrounding government policies in efforts to preserve Borobudur Temple as a World Heritage Site. So the result of this research are information on the condition of Borobudur Temple in daily life with tourist visits, the impact and conservation efforts formulated in government policy. Many factors can accelerate the damage to temple structures, so policies and awareness are needed to maintain their preservation. So these factors are, the first one is natural factors. It's divided into four categories. The first one is erosion. Heavy rain and wind can cause withering on temple stones. And then earthquake vibration can damage temple structures. And then volcanic eruption. Borobudur Temple was once covered in volcanic ash from the eruption of Mount Merapi from Jogja. And then climate change. Fluctuations in temperature and humidity accelerate the withering of rock. And the second factor is environmental factors. So while plants like plant roots that grow between the stones can damage the structure of the temple, water and moss. Water seeping into the stone can encourage the growth of moss and mold. And the third is human factors like vandalism, graffiti and damage by irresponsible tourists, artifact theft. Several parts of the temple were stolen, including statues and reliefs. And then visitor density. A surge in the number of tourists can cause physical damage to the temple stones due to friction and pressure. And then the technical factors. Inadequate maintenance, lack of proper conservation and restoration can accelerate the deterioration. And then use of incorrect materials, like restoration using inappropriate materials can worsen the condition of the temple. Due to these factors, government policy refers to the use of appropriate and environmentally friendly technology for tourism efforts and preserving the Borobudur Temple. So this is the conclusion of the research. It is hoped that development of the super priority tourist destination Borobudur Temple will be able to encourage the acceleration of regional development, which will have an impact on the community's economic growth. In its implementation, collaboration between ministries or institutions as well as support from local government is based on environmentally friendly and appropriate policies that are needed to make this tourist destination a world-class tourist destination by prioritizing the protection and sustainable use of geological and cultural heritage. So we need to make Borobudur Temple a world cultural heritage that remains beautiful throughout the ages. Okay, that's it. That's all from this presentation. If you do have any questions regarding this presentation or this topic, you may uh, ask in the comment box. Thank you very much for listening. Have a nice day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.